Toes to bar, or at least what I call toes to bar, because they aren't exactly the same thing as what CrossFitters do, are probably in my top 10 list of desert island, if I could only do X amount of exercises list. They are part of my back rehabilitation. They are great for mobilizing the shoulders and the spine. But if you do them in this manner, they're also a terrific abdominal exercise. And I'm going to teach you today with this video the 3-phase progression model that I used to get from 0 to toes to bar for reps, and that I've replicated dozens and dozens of times for multiple cohorts of soldiers that I've trained as well as clients. So first thing is straps, okay? Highly recommended. You could use straps, Versa grips, but something that eliminates the grip as a weak link, because eventually you're going to be doing these for reps. Specific to straps, for those of you that are uninitiated, so I know not everyone is used to using straps, so I'm going to explain this real quick, okay? So when you're setting up for your toes to bar, you're going to be palms out, so pronated grip, like you're reaching up to hit a volleyball or give somebody a high five, okay? So you want the straps to candy stripe around the bar so that you can grab onto the bar wrapped with the strap. Then what you're going to do to make the straps tighter, once you get them candy striped around like that, is you're going to twist them in your palm so that the portion attached to your wrist is going to get tighter and tighter, so that your palm, like as much surface area of your palm, is flush against the bar as can be. So it maximizes your grip and it makes the bar literally an extension of your wrist, like you're one piece connected to the bar. Okay, so now moving on to the actual exercise. The first progression is you're going to do knee raises. However, unlike regular knee raises that are purely a psoas exercise, because you come up to neutral and there's no abdominal flexion, you're going to pull your knees above your hip crease to flex the spine and to get the rectus abdominis directly involved as a prime mover. This distinction is key because in regular knee raises, when you don't flex the spine, the rectus abdominis is just contracted isometrically. It's not doing the lion's share of the work, okay? This block of instruction is written in detail in the description if you kind of get lost with my explanation here, but the progression is basically triples, fives, and then when you can do 5 sets of 10, you move on to the next phase, which is knees to elbows. So basically, you're going to do the same scheme of maneuver in terms of raising your knees above the crease of your hip, except now you're going to flex the spine so that you can actually make contact knees to elbows, okay? So you're pulling your knees all the way up, and you see when you do that at the peak contraction, you have a ton of abdominal flexion there, okay? Your abs are actually doing a lot of the work, and if you look, your toes are inches to about a foot away from the bar at that point, right? Not only that, but really your toes aren't near the bar, your instep is. And so that brings us to the final phase where you can start actually doing your toes to bar, okay? Again, same scheme of maneuver. So at this point, now you've gone from 0 to triples of knee raises to 5s of knee raises to 5 sets of 10 of knee raises to triples of knees to elbow to 5s of knees to elbow to 5 sets of 10 of knees to elbow. So now you're actually doing full-blown toes to bar, okay? At this point, you should be used to strapping in. You actually should have a concomitant increase in your grip strength, regardless of what the don't use straps people say, because of the sheer amount of volume of you hanging onto this bar. Your grip is going to get stronger using straps or no. I've actually gotten quite a bit of grip strength and forearm hypertrophy just from doing so many of these day after day after day. Okay. Then you're going to, again, try to bring your knees to your elbows, except this time you're not going to stop there. You're going to continue the kick until you make contact with the bar. And you want to try to contact the bar with like where your instep meets your tibia, or where your like the top of the foot meets the tibia. like you're doing like a calf kick. You don't quite want to go as high as the shin, although you can. But the reason being is that's where the tongue of your shoe is, right? So you have a little pad there. And the pad is key because what I recommend that you do, number one, so that it creates a forceful contraction. And number two, so that it kind of drills in a specific target to hit. You pull your feet up so that the tongue of your shoe bangs into the bar violently, okay? I mean, don't like hurt yourself, but this is a forceful, almost ballistic contraction, okay? We're not doing bodybuilding here. This is strength training. However, you will get quite a bit of abdominal hypertrophy from this, from A, the flexion, B, the force curve makes the abdominal flexion the hardest point of the movement because you're hanging, so you're pulling the bottom half of your body up in a parabola against gravity. And then 3, you have a ton of mechanical tension because, again, you're starting from a hanging position. And then when your legs swing back down, again in a reverse parabolic arc, try to control your way down, but it's going to be very difficult to do so because you just aren't leveraged, right? Physics is against you. So what's going to happen is you'll slow yourself slightly, you'll get a little bit of eccentric, but then that backward swing chambers the next concentric movement, kind of like when a kettlebell swings down between your legs, and then you get that little bit of stretch before then you send it back upwards again in a ballistic arc, okay? So you want to think slow the descent, chamber, and then explode upwards, right, with a rapid rate of force development. There's 2 ways that you can recruit more muscle fibers. Number 1 is move something heavy. Number 2 is move something fast. In this case, we're moving something kind of heavy, but fast, 4 reps. And that's it, folks. As far as timeline, most of the people that I've trained with this progression, even the ones that are not that strong or athletic, have gone from 0 to multiple sets of toes to bar, with straps, of course, in a couple months. And that's at the longest. So give these progressions a try. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Consistency is a superpower. Stay in the fight, and thanks for watching.